In your 41 years of practice as an endocrinologist, how many patients have you seen, how many people have you seen who have sustainably lost weight, it didn't come back?
So obviously, Shivam's question is about the pre-GLP-1 era. First of all, of course, I'm very happy to be here and grateful to the Hindu for inviting me, and lovely to be with Raj and Shivam, who's become my partner for some time in this journey of the weight loss revolution. And coming after two scintillating and exciting, sensitive, and almost surreal presentations on stage, this is very mundane and very down to earth in this hall. We're just talking about weight, nothing, no imagination, just science, okay? Contrary to what the earlier speakers, the experts were talking about. So yes, the thing is that the challenge as an endocrinologist or anyone who deals with weight issues is that it's very, very hard to lose weight sustainably. The failure rates of lifestyle are very high. Now, that does not mean that, don't misinterpret me, lifestyle is the basis, is the foundation of all management strategies. But the fact is that science has shown us, research has shown us, and you look within yourselves in this hall, so many people, very large numbers, who've struggled to lose weight despite best effort, and having lost it, have put it back on very quickly for a variety of reasons. And maybe the effort required to keep it off is just, supernatural, phenomenal. And also, some people cannot do it. I mean, they seriously cannot do it despite whatever they might try, despite whatever they might do. So the point here is that weight has been a challenge for us as doctors, as endocrinologists for many years, and we only had two sort of silos. One was, okay, we do the diet again, we discuss different kinds of diet, we involve people like Raj to keep them fit, lose weight, and if they're going above a particular level, then we think of bariatric surgery straight away. But there was a whole band in between where we were actually at a loss. We didn't have so much to offer because lifestyle alone didn't do the trick. And the patient is not a candidate for surgery, and most people don't want surgery anyway. So where do we go with that? That is exactly what has changed in the last 1 year or so in India and about 5 years in the West.
So, Raj, you're a fitness coach, but you had 17,000 clients. You work to make people thin as well, and Doc says lifestyle alone doesn't do the trick for many people. To what extent have you seen your clients lose weight and it doesn't come back for years? They are now fit forever.
It's a very similar answer to what the doctor said. And firstly, thank you for having me here. Lovely to see you all, talk to you all. From a weight loss perspective, right? I mean, it is a very hard challenge. And it doesn't matter what kind of diet you follow, what training program you follow. It is a hard thing. And you'll understand that it's not just with India, it's with every other country in the world. As such, weight loss is a hard thing. And we have to understand why it's a hard thing. See, first thing is you have to remember that your body does not want you to lose weight. Okay? Weight loss is a survival threat from an evolutionary perspective. So at a lot of times, you have people thinking, oh, why can't I just lose weight so quickly? Right? Why can't I just lose 1 kilo every day? Okay, 5 days, you're down 5 kilos. What happens in 30 days? What happens in 100 days, right? Eventually you disappear, right? So weight loss as such is a very hard thing. Your body resists weight loss. And also you have to understand that back in the day, 100 years back, 1,000 years back, 10,000 years back, it was a different world. It was a world where food was scarce and movement was mandatory. Today, we live in a world where food is abundant. If you don't believe me, just go outside to the canteen here, yeah? And movement is almost unnecessary. You can do all your chores, all your work, everything today without moving on just a few clicks of your phone. That is the world we live in today, okay? But here's what you want to remember. In order to lose weight, the only thing you need is to create a calorie deficit. Yes? I think everyone understands that. but it's becoming harder and harder and harder to create that calorie deficit. It was easier in the past. Your ancestors, they were in shape, not because, they did something extraordinary, because the world around them required them to move a lot, required them to eat less. It was hard to get foods that were dense in calories. Okay? Today, though, it's very different. If your ancestors lived today, they would be just like you. If you lived back then, you'd be just like them. Okay? So it's getting harder and harder. So when you look at people, there are people who are trying really hard to lose weight. Best of intentions, best of efforts. And in fact, a lot of people successfully lose weight. Weight loss is not a problem, but keeping it off, weight management is a big problem today. And that is what we are struggling with. And to be very honest with you guys, if you're talking about lifestyle changes, they work, of course. I know a lot of people are thinking, well, eat less, move more, you're done. It works. But here's what the data says. Only 50% of people are able to effectively lose weight in a 3-month program. And effective weight loss is at least 5% of your body weight. Okay? And guess what happens in another 6 months from then? About 60 to 75% of these 50% of people who lost weight end up gaining the weight back. What happens in 1 to 2 years from there? 80% of people end up gaining the weight back. And what happens in 3 to 10 years? More than 90% of people end up gaining the weight back. Why does this happen? It happens because these lifestyle changes we're talking about are hard to maintain. Okay? Because remember this, in order to lose weight, you need 4 things. You need to eat well, yes. You need to eat less. You have to move often, and you have to exercise regularly. Out of these 4 things, the one thing that is hardest to do is to eat less, right? And what GLP-1 medications are helping us with is helping us eat less. But that does not mean you don't have to eat well, you don't have to move, or you don't have to exercise. Yeah? So with GLP-1 medication, what we've seen is the success rate is up to 90%. And the rate of weight loss is slow, is consistent, and as long as you maintain your lifestyle changes with the help of the GLP-1 medication, the number of people who keep the weight off also is much higher than just lifestyle changes.
Right.